generate controversy. Okay. And we used to call them tabloids, you know what I mean, back in the day. And instead of promoting fact, they push the rumor that they've heard, and they try to make it fact. And and so they've totally disparaged this entire operation because they know it's going to hurt that trade deal that President Trump has established with the Vietnamese government and other governments. Because then it's like, well, they are hell bent on just hurting that man's reputation. And even the people that didn't support him, that I know, are looking at this and saying they're willing to leave everyone in the ground or to the point of not being able to recover them because of the environment, because of buildings being built on top of potential grave sites. They're willing to sacrifice all that if they can make Donald Trump look bad. And if you are a Republican, a Democrat, I'm appealing to you as an American to say, look, bring our troops home. Don't cut the budget of DPAA. Don't stop missions going into these countries, and definitely don't stop trade agreements with these countries who used to be former enemies, because we may be preventing future wars and creating. Look, we have a great relationship with Japan and Germany. We never had that before. I promise you, in the 1940s, we weren't friendly with them then. You know, and 400,000 plus Americans died in World War II. But we've managed to work it out so we could prevent future wars, and they've helped us to prevent wars. They've helped us in this struggle against, Russia and China, and in particular Russia, and all of the stuff that we hear about that. So what I'm saying is that we as an American citizenry need to set aside our differences and do the right thing. Just do the right thing. That's all you have to do. Don't go out doxing people. They try to get people fired if they say something or speak up, or, try to ruin their lives, go after their kids. I mean, look, man, I have been in positions where people have threatened I literally had a guy threaten to burn our house down and shoot us as we came out the door. And you know what? Uh, Now, he got talked to by the police, but nothing really happened to him. And he was one of these crazy ass radicals that was just mad because we decided that we were going to work with both sides on an issue. This was whenever I was the national commander of the military order of the Purple Heart.
Right.
And I still hear, from some of these people. They have lost the ability to negotiate. And I'll tell you, some of these folks that raise all this hell, they don't lead anything. They're not in charge of anything. They don't run a company. They don't contribute to society. They get their platform on social media, and all they do is just go out and just stir stuff up, try to make people, angry, keep people fighting. But they've taken this on the international level now.
Right.
And now they're potentially creating bad blood between us and other countries that could lead to a war that will get your sons and daughters engaged in the same kind of combat that I was engaged in, that my dad was engaged in, and that all these Vietnam veterans were engaged in. And we're trying to stop that shit. We really are. I don't know. I don't know what rock some of these people crawled from under, but they need to get back under it. You know what I mean? And stay there and just enjoy the freedoms that you got, because freedom of speech does not mean starting wars. I think that there's a limit. It's just like going into a crowded theater and screaming fire. Well, some people would try to protect that as free speech. It's not free speech. You're creating havoc. You're hurting people. And this is no different.
And Captain, the difference between 2025 and past rabble-rousing, union-busting hired thugs this is funded now by the left. They're pure agitators. We've seen them left and right the past few
I've
years.
seen them on. I've seen them on both sides. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
they get paid to stir up shit, and they don't care if
yeah,
it gets your kid killed.
yeah,
They don't care.
yeah.
And
Val, do
and
you